When I unlocked the door that evening, I expected to come home only to dust, quiet rooms, and a warm cup of tea, but instead, I stepped straight into betrayal, so sharp it felt like a knife sliding under my ribs. I didn't notice it immediately. It hit in the silence, heavy like a storm waiting to explode. Only when I walked into the living room did I realize something was terribly wrong. My favorite wall painting was missing, the one my grandmother had gifted me, the one I swore I'd pass down to my children someday. At first, I thought maybe I misplaced it, maybe my daughter moved it, maybe it had fallen, but then I saw it, lying face down near the trash bag beside old shoes, ready to be thrown out like it meant nothing. My breath caught in my chest, but before I could react, I heard a voice behind me, a cold, commanding voice I recognized too well. "You're finally here," Anthony said, leaning against the wall with the relaxed arrogance of someone who believed he owned everything in sight. Anthony, my daughter's husband, the man I allowed to live here after they got married, the man I treated like a son. His eyes were bold, careless, as though I was the stranger. "We made some changes," he said, pointing toward the hallway where loud thuds echoed. I followed the sounds, and what I saw next shattered every bit of peace left in me. Strangers, yes, complete strangers, were walking through my house, touching my cabinets, opening my storage boxes, dragging furniture I had collected over 30 years. A tall woman with a stiff face and cold eyes directed them like she ran the place. She barked orders while sitting comfortably on my own recliner chair. I didn't even know her name. She didn't bother to learn mine. "Excuse me," I said, voice trembling, "who are you?" She didn't look at me at first. She simply raised her chin, as though looking at someone so beneath her was tiring. "I'm his mother," she finally said, nodding toward Anthony. "And I'll be staying here now." My heart sank. "Staying?" I whispered. "Staying where?" She rolled her eyes as though I asked something ridiculous. "In this room, of course. The master room. Don't worry, we cleared your things out." I turned, and there it was, my life in black garbage bags, piled like trash in the corner. The ceramic vase my late husband gifted me, shattered. My old letters, torn. The recipe notebook with his handwriting, stained with coffee and thrown under a chair. And the photo albums. Oh God, the albums filled with our wedding pictures and our daughter growing up, half of them had pages ripped off as if memories were disposable. It felt like someone ripped open my chest and dumped everything inside onto the floor. I looked at Anthony, hoping this was some sick misunderstanding, some mistake that could still be undone. "Why would you do this?" I asked quietly, holding back tears. "This is my home." He stared back, unbothered. "It was cluttered," he said lazily, "and we need space. We're a growing family. You're alone. You don't need all this." Alone. As if being widowed meant I should surrender my existence. As if losing my husband meant I lost my right to my own home. "You didn't ask me," I whispered. "You threw away my memories." He shrugged. "You were gone for weeks. I thought you weren't coming back." "I was visiting my sister," I shot back, stunned by his audacity. "For 2 weeks. His mother snorted from the chair. 2 weeks. You should have moved permanently. We can't live cramped like peas because you hoard sentimental junk." I felt my hand shaking. Junk. She called my husband's last letter, junk. I tried to breathe but couldn't. I wasn't just losing my home, I was being erased from it. "Where is my daughter?" I asked finally. "Does she know?" Anthony smirked. "Of course she does. I make decisions for us." She agreed. That lie hit harder than anything else. My daughter. Shed never. Unless he manipulated her like a puppet. Something inside me cracked. Not loud, not violent, but a quiet break that changes everything forever. Before I could speak again, someone burst through the door, and the echo slammed through the house like thunder. Mom, my daughter, Emily, stood at the entrance, her face pale, her lips trembling, eyes darting across the mess. Her gasp was sharp enough to cut air. She rushed forward, grabbing a ripped photo of her father from the floor, shaking as she held it. "What did you do?" she demanded, spinning around to Anthony with a fury I'd never seen in my gentle child. "Why are my father's things in bags?" Anthony stepped toward her, voice patronizing. "Honey, calm down. I told you we need space." She snapped. "So you destroy our memories. My father's things. My childhood." His mother scoffed. "Oh, please. That dead man has been gone a decade. Let go already." Emily turned slowly, and the look she gave that woman was colder than winter. That dead man is my father. He paid for this home. He built this house for my mother, with his own hands. Anthony rolled his eyes. Stop being dramatic. We're a family. We make choices together. Your mom should be grateful we're letting her stay. Letting me stay. In my own home. Emily's voice dropped lower, dangerously steady. You think this house is yours because you married me? Anthony stiffened. It's ours now. Legally, it's our home too. Emily shook her head slowly. No, this house was gifted to my mom alone. You don't own a doorknob here. His mother scoffed again, louder. Your mother is old. She doesn't need a whole house. You two should take over. You need space for your future children. She can move to your aunt's or rent a cheap place. I watched pain flash across Emily's face, pain that wasn't for herself but for me. She took a step closer to Anthony and spoke with a voice so calm it silenced the entire room. You broke her things. You threw away a part of her life. And you expect me to have children with you. To raise a family with a man who has no respect, no boundaries, no heart. He swallowed. Emily, I did it for us. For us, she repeated. Or for her. She pointed to his mother. The older woman jumped in. How dare you talk to me like, enough, Emily cut sharply. Her eyes were blazing now, fierce, protective. Both of you need to get out. Anthony laughed incredulously. Out? You can't kick me out. I'm your husband. Not anymore, Emily replied. Consider this the moment I stop being your wife. His face drained of color. You don't mean that. She picked up her phone with steady hands. Either you leave now, or I call the police. I'll charge you for property damage, harassment, and illegal disposal of personal belongings. And your mother for trespassing. His mother went red. Trespassing. I'm his mother. And you're nothing to me, Emily replied coldly, and nobody to this house. The silence was suffocating. Anthony stared at Emily as if she'd stabbed him. His mother sputtered, outraged but suddenly powerless. For the first time, they understood. They had crossed a line they could never step back over. Anthony tried one last whisper. Emily, please, I love you. She shook her head. You love control. You love power. But you don't love me. If you did, you would have respected the woman who raised me, not humiliated her. That was it. His shoulders dropped, his arrogance crumbled, and he left, not victorious, not even angry, but small. His mother followed, muttering curses that no longer mattered. The door closed behind them with a quiet click. Not dramatic, not loud, just final. Emily fell to her knees, holding the torn photograph against her chest, and for the first time since her father died, she cried like a child again, not because she was weak, but because she was done being silent. I hugged her, feeling her tears soak my shoulder, and whispered, You're safe. We're safe. We don't owe anyone our life. She nodded slowly. They thought they could throw away your memories, Mom, but they didn't know you raised a daughter who would protect them. That night, we taped our torn photos back together. We cleaned the floors. We lit candles in the house my husband built with love. And as the soft light warmed the walls again, I realized something beautiful. Home isn't just a place full of memories. It's a place where respect lives. And anyone who doesn't honor it, has no space in it. From that day on, we chose peace. We chose safety. We chose each other. And Anthony, he learned too late that a home built on disrespect collapses faster than a house made of paper.